Right, okay. Now, let's try and finish this. So I think with her I can use Frozen Lance. Kill Ferdinand. And retreat.
Retreat, Ladislava! Tell Her Majesty about this.
We've already sent a messenger. I can't let you die while I flee!
In that case, please, even if I die, you must protect this area.
Okay. Critical ring. Okay. Whatever. Paladin too.
I must brace myself. A threat eliminated.
Okay, I think that's fine.
It's been a while, Professor. If this were anywhere but a battlefield, I would offer you tea. I've no choice but to follow the Empire if I wish to live. I hope you will not think ill of me.
You were my character's husband in one playthrough. We gotta do retreat. Right, you have pretty good resistance, don't you? Yeah, okay, you do.
To oppose the Empire at a time like this would be entirely too reckless.
It's probably okay if she gets attacked because her speed should be high enough. Oh, it's not at all. But it looks like this guy's committed to going south for some reason. Just want to attack her, I guess.
I must pull through.
Lay me to rest in a manner that is befitting of the nobility.
Guess I don't really need to hang out up here anymore. Everyone can just converge south. shit. I mean, they do have awful resistance.
You saved me.
Oh, just say, why don't they tell me the damage? There we go.
I am prepared. Thank you.
Okay, so you guys ignoring that section or not even? Back on that or not? Cool.
I have an idea.
Well. Fuck.
I'm not quite ready to die. What's next?
I'm still here. I just eked by.
Yeah, Jesus, man.
My thanks.
Out back.
This is making.
That is very, 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 very good. I didn't realize S rank gave you that for magic. Oh wait, no, I think black magic it just gives you the credit. Still, Jesus. That must only work on. That must does that work on regular magic like heal as well? I wonder.
Ready when you are.
Okay, this is starting to piss me off, so yeah. Let me nuke you guys a bit. Because you're taking too long to move.
Ignorance is deadly. I could go another
Awesome.
few rounds.
You took me lightly. The situation is dire.
Killer ball. Nice. Oh, not so nice.
I'm your girl.
Because I got my girl here, as she says.
I'm sorry.
What's my strategy?
Who am I highlighted on? There we go. Nope, it flies. Wait, don't I have to kill all enemies? Yeah, all commanders. Okay, so yeah, don't attract Vladislava. Thank you.
All is going to plan.
Go for it. Wait, is that crit? No, it's not. Sometimes I don't do the animation. Okay.
Ready when you are.
I'll dirty my hands if I must.
This guy needs to get closer. Hopefully he won't one-shot Mercedes or something. Or actually, it should be fine. Just do this. Get the fuck out of here.
My gratitude.
It was the only way.
Okay.
I aim for greatness.
Shit, Ladislav range is so good. Okay.
The
I
time
can
is
still kill
right.
this thing from outside of Ladislav's range though. That's okay. Not fast enough to do any serious damage.
Don't let your guard
Top
down.
to do. There we go. One nets. Cutting cow? Nah. Uh-oh. Okay. Gilbert.
I'll destroy you!
We pack this guy's full of health.
Let's keep our guard up. You gotta crit once, right? Thank you.
I must steel myself.
Strength, strength.
Seems I'm impressed.
Well, 0 strength was actually rather poor, even with this 20% boost. It's weird, since Ladislav moves, I'm almost certainly gonna have to kill her without killing these monsters, which is fine, it's not a huge deal. Just keep using Monologue so I can get her magic higher, because I really do want her to get A black.
All for Vargas.
I don't feel like drawing this out forever. Let's just end this. Okay, she'll probably miss. If she hits, you're dead. If she doesn't, I'm fine.
I don't...
Great.
To repay Her Majesty's favor, I will not let you pass.
Crit?
This is nothing.
Or actually, crit doesn't matter, I just don't hit. She's not immune to Gambit. That's pretty high though.
Let's all do our part. Let's turn the tables.
I am prepared.
Ready protection, 21 speed. This guy will double attack Sylvain, 32 attack. I think that might be okay.
You're a big help.
We'll see. That'd be a really stupid idea. A million resets to go off of them.
I owe you.
Ready when you are.
Ready and able.
Witness my resolve.
What's my strategy?
I'd be honored.
I'm your girl.
What's the plan?
My orders.
At your service.
I'll comply.
It's better. Crit. Why am I only getting one black magic?
Obvious.
Ah, cool. Those guys want to watch.
My turn. Ignorance is deadly.
Allow us. Our strategy is solid.
There's no stopping me.
I'm your girl.
What's next?
I can't stop.
No magic though.
Ready when you are.
I can do this, please.
I'll join too. Witness my
you.
resolve.
I am prepared. I'll cut a path for His Highness. I wield this power for
Times.
His Highness.
HP. Strength. Good.
My orders? You were unprepared. I'll comply.
What's the plan?
Wait, why wouldn't you attack anyone? I don't understand. Why is that guy not interested in attacking?
At your service.
Is he the reinforcements producer? Can I just...
See you in the eternal flames.
Well, I don't know if he's a reinforcements producer or not. But he's dead now.
I'd be honored.
What's my strategy?
Just stand here. Nope, definitely wasn't the reinforcement producer.
Is that it?
That works perfectly.
It's time. I'm here to help. This should do it.
I'll help. Our plan is ready.
If you're sure.
I had to fix both their shields otherwise. Otherwise they'll just regenerate. Oh shit. Okay, don't go that way.
If you're sure. At your service.
My turn?
Ready when you are.
I'll comply.
What's the plan? Don't bother haunting me.
So choose something right here, you'll put a female next to you, get your advantage, it'll all be good. Good, at least they're both really weak in defenses, so much damage I can do.
There's no
You should be able to take
stopping
out
me.
one of them, right? I mean, one of their healths. Oh, yeah. There's one. It's more useful for attacking. Probably like this, put more damage out. Oh, yes. Oh, no reinforcements. Oh, that makes this easier.
I am prepared.
Killer Axe. Well, let's try Smash anyway.
You will regret this!
Wow, that crit chance. So close. At least this way you might be able to crit. Cool. Let's try to kill our axe, since crit chance is still massive. Nope.
What's my strategy?
Let's do this again. Freeze her in her place.
Now's our chance.
Oh, jeez. There we go.
I'd be honored. It must be so.
Let's finish this!
All for our future.
Not bad.
Oh, well, okay.
Lady Edelgard! I'm sorry.
Impressive. It's a farce. All of it. To do? Why? How are you here? You died 5 years ago.
I was saved by my brothers, men of Dusker.
Those people you were with, they were of Dusker? And they saved you?
What people?
Your Highness, I asked that you fulfill your long-held desire, did I not? Allow me to once again act as your sword and shield. Please, let me witness your triumph. I want to behold the moment your wish is finally granted.
To do? Of course. And in exchange, I ask that you swear
You
something to
almost
me
human,
here and
Dimitri.
now. Do not ever throw your life away again. Understood?
Your Highness. Understood.
Idiots. Embracing death for the sake of that woman. Truly foolish. I don't know. They were just beasts with human faces. I had no choice but to kill them, and so I did. That is all there is to it.
It's about time you two returned. We must discuss our next course of action.
Please, I need to join you no matter the
look familiar.
cost.
I'm sorry, but my hands are tied.
By the goddess, what's with all the commotion?
What the hell was that reaction? Like, he got really mad.
What is this girl doing here? This is an army, not an orphanage.
I believe she's from a nearby village. She keeps insisting that she needs to join our ranks.
And you thought we could use a child on the front lines? Hurry up and take her back to her parents.
My family is gone. I don't have anywhere else to go.
Please. I can use magic and I can fight. I can cook, do laundry, anything.
I'm sure there are plenty of more suitable places to find work. Why are you so fixated on this army, young lady?
I need to get revenge. I must strike down the one who murdered my big brother.
Your Highness, what should we do?
Let her do as she pleases.
Thank you. Very much.
You're pretty close to him. You could just like took a little stab at him right there. Little throat stab.
Part 2. Azure Moon. Great Tree Moon. Blood of the Eagle and Lion. Now in control of the Great Bridge of Murden,
Right, so this next
the
battle's a
Kingdom
big one, I
Army
think.
begins
Or
to
campaign,
invade
pretty much has to
Imperial
go through.
territory. In response, the Imperial Army garrisons soldiers at Fort Merceus.
Maybe. Perhaps. Not sure. Yeah, yay to do. Didn't waste any fucking time going back.
Here for the flowers again? I see. I have two things to say. First, I thank you for supporting His Highness in my absence. But I must also admonish you for taking your own well-being too lightly. On several occasions, I have seen you protect others by putting yourself in harm's way. I am grateful for your efforts, but I feel you should place a higher value on your own life. His Highness relies on you, as do I. Then show that with your actions. We cannot afford to lose an invaluable asset like you. And this greenhouse would be a more lonely place without you in it. It would not be fair to the flowers to leave me their only caretaker. Someday, I hope to show you a whole landscape of these flowers in full bloom. Yes. Once this conflict is over,
This is definitely not a conversation that they tailored for either gender.
I believe it can be done.
Despite the dude only
You
being able
must
to marry
live
you
at
if you're
least
female.
until then. Understood? I had not thought much of my own life until now, except that I would gladly cast it aside for His Highness. That is still true, but now I desire to see the end of this war. Until I can show you the fields of Dusker and Bloom, I will go on living.
Oh, I also found out why Hilda confused me in terms of her being like the Golden Deer's advisor unit, because I think you can actually recruit her if you're Blue Lion, but if you're Black Eagle, she just won't join you.
We have received a report from our spy. It would seem the Empire is gathering troops at Fort Merceus. This is undoubtedly in response to us taking the Great Bridge of Murden. Their numbers are more than double ours. We believe that the Emperor herself may be leading them. If House Regan can reconcile with House Gloucester sooner than later, then Claude can proceed with his plan to rally the Alliance Lords, gather troops, and invade Empire territory.
At this rate, 3 military forces will be clashing at Gronder Field.
Oh, you better get used to seeing main characters die. Or playable characters. Not my characters.
If you wish to indulge in nostalgia, do it elsewhere.
I'm afraid the difference in military strength is far from negligible. While we are elite soldiers, I am still uneasy about this.
If possible, I'd like to request reinforcements right away. If we can rely on any of the major kingdom houses for military support, it would be House Karen, I'd wager. House Karen has yet to declare fealty to the Empire.
It is also my home.
Yep.
I will make the request to my father. With things as they are, I don't think he can refuse. The Church has long protected me. I am certain that any request from the Church will be answered to the utmost of their ability.
Just have the major.
Very well. We're counting on you, Catherine.
Interestingly enough, Lysithea has a minor
I suppose that is all
Karen.
we can do for now.
So it would seem. Though if there are any other avenues worth exploring, I would suggest...
Ah, good point. We have no reason to engage the Alliance directly.
Even if we do receive Count Karen's aid, we still won't have the troops.
I don't understand how you and the Alliance aren't automatically allied.
If we join forces with the Alliance, then our numbers will rival the Empire's. Agreed. It's about the only thing we can do. For now, let's send a message.
From everything you understand, there's no reason why you and the Alliance shouldn't be allied.
It's hard to believe this decisive
The only thing
battle
you
will
two are
take
doing
place
are
at
defending your
Grosvenor
territories
Field.
against the Empire.
I imagine that place is full of memories for all of you.
We won the Battle of the Eagle and Lion back in the day. It seems like a lifetime ago.
I can't help but remember, even though I wish I didn't.
Our feast after the battle. I remember it well. We all had so much fun together.
No! Please, stop it. I had finally put all of that out of my mind. This isn't right. They're our friends. We used to study together. We shouldn't be fighting them.
Why not march up to Her Majesty in a reminder of that? Oh, that's right. Because you want to live to see tomorrow.
No matter who the enemy is, I will fight for His Highness.
Tell me, Boar Prince, do we stand a chance?
Who knows?
If we lose, we'll have died for you. I hope you know that.
That's enough, Felix. We must focus on the battle ahead.
Make your peace before we depart. It's kill or be killed out there. We will cross blades with the Empire, but it's possible we will also have to strike down the Alliance.
Your Highness, do you feel no hesitation about killing your former friends?
I'm used to killing familiar faces by now.
Oh, to do. Oh, to do. Yeah, you gotta get some Gilbert support up there too. Luckily, you only have two to do with Gilbert. It shouldn't be hard. Wait, yeah, equip your Dusker soldiers. Where are they? Yay. God, plus 10 defense, yes. And plus 8 attack. And plus 7 charm. And a really good ability. Cool. writing is so shit. It's not even a choice. Stole my money. I'm gonna get more really soon.
Hey, wait.
What is it?
You defended me in battle. Why?
His Highness does not wish for our military strength to be depleted.
The only battle we had
the
with
loss
him,
of your strength would be significant.
You are a colossal idiot. One slip up and you would have died. You think you would have been happy about that?
No, I do not.
Then why protect me? I thought you were his mindless weapon, his sword and shield.
I heard about your brother. He was a Dusker. He died to protect His Highness.
He did, but I don't see what that has to do with anything. Are you repaying some kind of debt? I hope you're not going to praise his death. I hear enough of that from my old man.
I will not praise it then. Instead, I will say I would have done the same in his position. Is it really so unnatural to put one's life on the line to protect a brother in arms?
To hear a rabid dog call me a brother in arms.
Your insults are merely an attempt to avoid addressing me as what I am. I am a man of Dusker, yet you were concerned for my life.
Concerned is a strong word. Your death would have been unpleasant, that's all.
Coming from you, that is enough.
I don't think he dislikes your vision
What's
from
that supposed to
Dusker.
mean? I just meant... never mind. Okay, go ahead, protect me. But if you act like a fool and get yourself killed, I'll kill you.
How can you kill me if I am already dead?
You know what I meant.
You're quite late getting back.
The scouting mission didn't go well. I was so busy I didn't even have time to eat.
I thought that might be the case. Gilbert was exhausted too. Glad you made it. I saved some food for you.
Oh, thanks. I'm starving. Your cooking's fantastic, as always. The spices were a nice touch. I can really taste the Dusker inspiration. You remembered that I wanted to try more Dusker cuisine, didn't you?
Yes. How is it?
Amazing. You're a much better chef than I am.
Your cooking is not bad at all.
Thanks. My father would be glad to hear it.
Is he the one who taught you?
Not exactly. I learned from watching him work the kitchen in his restaurant. And what about you? I think you said that you and your sister helped
Which
with
father
the
is
cooking
this?
at home.
Yes. I learned
Leonardo, I
my
doubt,
mother.
considering his lord.
Nothing remains of Dusker. The towns, the people, the culture. All of it was put to the torch. My mother and sister are gone. Yet that simple memory of them standing together in the kitchen is so clear, so real.
So in a way, you put those memories into this meal.
Yes. Through me, they are able to live on.
I like that way of thinking. The church may not like my feelings on this, but in Fodlan, when people die, they pass on to be with the goddess, right?
I suppose.
That seems so far away. I'd rather they stayed here. My parents, my brother, Lenato, maybe they can all live on through me, too.
As long as you think of them, They will.
Dedu, your cooking is delicious. It really is.
Careful, or you will oversalt it.
It's all right. Thank you, Dedu.
Eat as much as you'd like.
How could anyone dislike this guy? How could anyone be mean to him? Felix.
Oh, Dedu!
Ingrid.
Are you praying to the goddess of Fodlan? That seems odd. Won't the Dusker gods be upset if they hear you praying to another land's deity?
The Fodlan goddess was recognized in Dusker, too. The deities of foreigners are seen as the protectors of their respective lands. It has been said that we would offer our prayers to her in times of war.
Huh. So the goddess is part of a pantheon. I guess that's one way to interpret it. Anyway,
But you're an ignorant
what are
fool.
you praying for?
For peace to come even one day sooner.
That's a lovely prayer. I was just thinking about praying for that myself.
I see.
Hey, Dedu, what are your plans for yourself once this war is finally over?
To serve His Highness for the rest of my days.
I thought you might say that.
And you?
That's a good question. I was thinking about traveling to Dusker.
To Dusker? There is nothing of interest left there.
Isn't it where you were born? And isn't it where your wonderful food and stories come from? I think those are reasons enough to visit at least once.
Mercedes. If you will allow it, I would like to accompany you. His Highness would surely grant me leave to go.
You really think so? Then I hope the war ends as soon as possible.
As do I.
We're going to have to shower the goddess with prayers. We'll pray that she watches over and protects us while we work to end this war. Then, when it's finally finished, we can travel.
That promises to be interesting. We should pray to the Dusker gods as well.
Yes, that's a brilliant idea. Which of the Dusker gods should we pray to?
For victory, we pray to the god of war, or just the god of war.
Come on, what were you going to say? Oh, I know. It's the god of travel, right?
Let us leave it at that.
I knew I was right. You taught me so much about your gods. So let's pray. For the end of the war, and for our safe travels to Dusker.
I do not understand how you could possibly recruit Mercedes if you chose Edelgar's route. It just doesn't make sense. But whatever.
I'm sorry. So sorry.
What is it, Annette?
I completely forgot that it's my turn for kitchen duty today. Huh? Did you do all the kitchen prep already?
Kitchen duty is mine today.
What? But, oh, did I get the day wrong?
Yes, yours is tomorrow.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Wow, I really am something else.
These things happen. Is something funny?
Oh, no, I was just happy. So, you probably already know this, but my uncle is really strict. He wanted me to be perfect at cooking, studying, cleaning, washing, everything really. He said if I wasn't perfect, as a knight's daughter, I'd be devaluing my crest. Whenever I messed up, he looked so mad, and he'd sigh like he just lost his faith in humanity.
That is harsh.
Oh, I know he loved me and all. He was just kind of scary. But you've helped me out and been patient with me without getting mad. I'm just so happy. Thank you, Dedu.
I have hardly done anything.
You know what? You remind me of my father.
Of Gilbert.
You look scary at first glance, but you're actually really kind.
Is that so?
Oh, right. Let me help you with something, if that's okay with you. What are you cooking today? Hopefully I can chip in.
It is a meat dish from Fargus.
I'm still a complete klutz, so I'm not gonna be in the way, am I?
Not at all. I was hoping that the food I made would bring a smile to your face.
How could they possibly give these people kitchen duty?
Wow. That's...
Like, give it to lower class soldiers. Like, the idea is that Annette and Dedue and all the characters you can control are leagues above regular soldiers.
Good.
Surely they have better things to do with their time. Or unless it helps them unwind.
Dedue? Are you okay? You look unwell.
Ingrid. Is my face frightening?
What? I mean, or sort of? Or not exactly. I wouldn't use the word frightening. Aggressive, maybe? But it's really nothing to worry about. Why? Did someone say something cruel?
I made a village child cry.
Oh, I see. Let me guess. You feel like you look frightening, so you walked around with a smile glued to your face.
How did you know?
I'm starting to understand how you think. The thing is, forced smiles never work well. They usually just end up making a person look creepy and insincere.
I see. Duly noted.
To be honest, when we first met, I was pretty intimidated by you. Not
You also
because of
hated
the
him.
smile, but a lack of any emotion whatsoever. And you so rarely spoke. I had no idea what to make of you. But that's only because I wasn't making an effort to get to know you. Because you were from Dusker. As I started to get to know you, to understand your personality, I realized what a fool I'd been.
Personality.
You may come off intimidating, but underneath that cool exterior is a kind, loyal, and noble person. A really wonderful person. In a certain regard, you are one of the knightliest people I know. What is it?
Wonderful person. This is the first time anyone has ever said a thing like that to me. It is rather awkward.
It's only awkward if you make it awkward. Which it kind of is, now. Ugh.
Well, let me know if you need anything.
Yes, of course. Same to you, Dedue.
Ugh, I don't care.
May I help you, sir?
But I won't skip it.
Finally noticed me, I see. Good to see that you are so dedicated to your training.
Do you have need of my sword?
No, this is not a military matter. I would like to discuss the distance you seem to be keeping from the others.
Distance? I don't follow.
I have noticed that you like to keep others at arm's
This
length.
is definitely meant for part
and
one.
in most cases, quite a bit further.
He's not nearly
a
as
close eye on me.
obnoxious
They don't
in
share
part
my
2,
values,
other than
that's all.
distaste for Dimitri.
Is that why you train alone? Because your friends do not share your values?
You seem displeased. I suppose you're going to tell me, to defeat your enemies, you must have dependable allies.
That's not exactly how I would phrase it, but having good relationships with your allies is essential in combat. I am sure you realize that it is easier to bond with people when you interact with them more. There are limits to what one person can do alone. Great things cannot be achieved without allies.
You sound like my father. You're saying it's in my own interest to make friends?
To put it simply, yes. As much as you possibly can. To be honest, I envy you, because I know what it is like to not have many people to call friends.
I wouldn't have guessed that. There are so many devout believers.
I am talking about friends. People to speak with on equal terms. You have many friends here. You should take care to attend to them.
I'll consider your advice, but I'm not usually one to change my mind.
To be young.
Oh god, Seth, why'd I use you as an adjunct?
Is something troubling you, Ingrid?
Oh, Sedith. You seem to have caught me when I thought nobody was around.
Perhaps I can help, if you would like to share.
I wouldn't want to bother you with my trivialities.
I will not pry, of course. But if you keep it to yourself, no one will be able to help you.
That's true. It's regarding my father.
Count Galatea. I have met him once or twice.
Well, you have likely heard that House Galatea's financial situation is precarious. Many regions of Fargus are harsh and infertile, but our lands are especially so. There were several years of fruitless harvests. It nearly ruined us. We could barely feed our troops. Then I was born bearing a crest, after generations bore none. Suddenly my family hung its future on me. My father had hopes that with my crest, I'd be married into a noble family, and that House Galatea's financial troubles would be a thing of the past.
Ah, I see. And the other house would benefit from the addition of your crest-bearing blood. It seems to me you have suffered much for the misfortune of being born with a crest.
I beg your pardon?
I know crests are highly valued, but they are also a burden. My feelings are mixed.
You truly think so? But you're so devoted to the goddess. I'm surprised to hear you say such a thing.
Perhaps one day I will expound upon my opinion of crests in greater detail with you. For now, let it suffice to say that whether or not you bear one is secondary to your identity. You are a person, first and foremost. And you should be permitted to grow as a person, crest or not.
I agree. Thank you for listening.
If you ever wish to discuss this again, consider me available whenever you please.
Thank you so much.
Come on, Sedith. Oh my god!
I know you are...
Okay, I'm gonna skip these because they're not...
Manuela.
Because I don't use you. I like you, Seth, but you are not in my party. And neither is Cyril, for that matter. Okay.
The blue sea glimmers in the dark. The red canyon calls.
Oh.
Goddess, reach in dreams. To her throne she falls. To her throne she falls. There you are, Manuela. That's the old you. Ought to blow Gilbert away any day now. Huh?
Oh.
Gilbert, how long have you been there?
Since the beginning of your song. I'm sorry. I did not mean to disturb you.
I don't usually let others watch me practice. Do understand that I was just practicing, Gilbert. It was not a perfect performance, so I demand you erase it from your memory immediately.
I will not. Such a performance would be a shame to forget. You were even livelier than before.
Not again. How can you say that with such an expressionless... Gilbert?
What's the matter?
Gilbert, you're smiling. My goodness.
Your voice must have drawn it from me. Obviously, I was taken by your beautiful voice. and also your impassioned form.
My form?
What a way with words.
You won your challenge, my Lady Manuela. I concede defeat.
What just happened? I was only practicing, and a guarded, handsome, older man. And I'm the only lady who can raise a smile from him? Maybe you've still got it after all, Manuela. Maybe you do.
So who could use Spirit Dust? Maybe Felix. Though I don't usually use magic with him too much. Take one Lola. Oh shit. Resistance, HP. No. God damn it. I'll take Aaron Bar. Arid. I don't know how you say that. Arid Bar back. Side quest this month.
Thank you.
Very nice. So I'll still be able to cultivate, I just gotta go sell some stuff.
Hello!
Okay,
Tell your friends!
Maybe Arcane Crystals if I need something. If I need
I hope things go back to normal soon. Welcome!
Okay, so I can't buy Master Seal off here.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch.
Magic attack reaches +1. God, that's Flame's thing. It's so good.
Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a. Is that the one? Is that the one? Thanks. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Is that the one? Thanks a bunch. Come back soon.
Professor, reconnaissance is becoming more of a risk the deeper we move into enemy territory. If I don't come back, assume I'm dead. Good. We have to be realistic. Don't waste your energy worrying about me.
Greetings!
Really now? There's unrest. I hope this.
Why do I still have... I think I'm supposed to talk to you. Oh, this...
Yeah. You know, war really is terrible. People die, food becomes scarce. Weapons and rations start selling like hotcakes. Nobles start begging for loans. Oh, I didn't mean for that to sound so cold, really. Anyway, where are we off to this time? I hope it's the Alliance.
Hey! Make some money up here. Black Magic Tournament. Probably Manuelo, not Manuelo. Mercedes would be the best person. Because her resistance is so high. Don't remember what a magic staff does, but I need the money, so.
A tragic end. A tragic end.
Jesus, no one could do shit to you.
I had to protect my friend. A tragic end. Be at peace.
Okay. Why do you have to speak Garrett? Oh, right, because I gardened. Take your Iron Lance plus back. Just makes magic attacks do more damage. It's not even that useful. Oh, it weighs one? Well, it's really not that useful. Still, Hanneman should have one. Better than the crit ring. That's just a flat 3 attack.
Maybe. The Battle of the Eagle and Lion. Has it truly been 5 years since then? Can you recall whether it was before or after I joined your class, Professor?
Before.
That is not at all the case, Professor.
Oh wait, no, it's like you
Your
joined the class
memory
before
serves
it.
you poorly.
Oops.
It was shortly after I joined your class.
That's
I
what I meant.
remember it like it was
Shut up. I meant to get that right.
say we do manage to take down Edelgard here. What do you think His Highness will do next? As long as there's a plan, I won't complain. I just, you know, want to know there is a plan. Yeah, I suppose that's the most likely plan, since we're traveling with the church and everything. I suppose we should focus on the battle right in front of us, instead of what happens later.
This looks delicious.
Yeah.
Also, let's do one that Gilbert to do both, like. Oh, no, I don't need to. Not yet, at least.
That looks appetizing.
I appreciate.
That's enough. Wish I could gift the rest up.
Let's see. I've got to keep this place clean, and I mean properly clean, every day. Dust it, sweep it, everything. You never can tell when Lady Rhea might be back.
Okay.
Oh, it's you, Professor. Sorry, I was a little lost in thought there. About all that has happened and all that is to come. I'm sure the battles ahead will not be easy, but please take good care of His Highness.
Really?
My thanks.
Really?
I can finally kill her. Finally, I can avenge them.
You have my sincerest gratitude. Circumstances and my wounds have prevented me from being by His Highness's side these 5 years. I am grateful that you have found him for me. I am once again in your debt.
Yeah, sorry that I brought him back a little broken. And that's all I need.
Need something?
Divine Pulse or bow skills? Bow brawling experience.
This one?
Guess I'll grab the Divine Pulse.
You're all. See you again soon.
I have a word just reached me that the Empire has stationed soldiers in Fort Merceus. If they decide to dig in their heels and defend the fort, we'll be in a difficult situation. I hear it's an impregnable keep, surrounded by high ramparts. Taking it would not be easy.
Edelgard's presence suggests that Hubert is around too. He is Minister of the Imperial Household, after all. He's been around Edelgard since they were children. I suppose he must be pretty happy with his current position.
Hey, I could use a hand.
Sure, whatever. It's good renown.
Well, when undertaking research, the usual method is to form a hypothesis, then test it with experiments. Those experiments reveal facts and falsehoods, yet sometimes they also unveil an exception. You seem to be that exception when it comes to my crest research. Worry not, Professor. Exceptions are what make my work interesting. Why don't the rules apply to you? I will find out eventually. I feel it is my destiny as a crest scholar.
There are some random nobodies hanging around. That's okay. I can just ignore them.
Thank you very much. Thank you for bringing me here. I've been given permission to take
Never bothered
part
to tell
in
you
this
my
next
name, so it's
mission,
just
too.
Maiden.
I'll finally be able to avenge my brother. I swear. I'll take down that monster.
Catherine will surely be able to convince Count Karen. All that remains is to wait for a response from the Alliance side. For now, there are preparations to be made for the coming battle. I have a request. Thank you very much.
Good money.
Yet another grand battle awaits. Many will lose their lives. Yes, let's. We must both make it home in one piece. Even considering those we are up against. Friends from a time now past. I won't hold back.
Move.
So, we're finally going to set foot in the Empire. I'm starting to get a little nervous. We already fought Ferdinand at the Great Bridge of Murden, but I guess there's a good chance we'll be fighting more old friends.
I guess you wouldn't have said that if I hired Ferdinand. Or recruited. I'm guessing I can recruit Ferdinand unless they don't let me, but I'm pretty sure they do.
If we defeat the Imperial army at Gronder Field, what will our next objective be? I guess we won't have much choice but to try to take Fort Mercius, on the far side of Gronder Field. It's probably too soon for us to be thinking about that, isn't it? The battle just ahead of us is far from certain.
What do you think?
Oh, both people I need to get some
fighting
too.
people who were once our friends, it makes my heart heavy. If it was gonna come to this, maybe I should have avoided making friends with people from the Empire and the Alliance to begin with. I just don't know, Professor. I'm having a hard time with it. It did often seem strange to me at the Academy that we were studying with all these people from all over the world. But I feel like I've finally started to understand the real reason behind it. The more you get to know people from other places, the harder you'll try to avoid fighting wars with them. The thought of fighting...
She got over her woes quickly.
I hear the next battle could be a big one. Is that true? I miss the old days when if someone got hurt, we'd rush them to the infirmary and make them well. But on the battlefield, there's not enough time to help. People die.
Not in my army.
Professor, don't be one of those. Oh,
Getting to S will be nice. Getting that range on white magic will be good.
Each time we press forward, our search for Rhea broadens to a wider area. I certainly hope we will find at least some clue. I do suspect I already know where she is.
In the fucking Empire, because
If I'm right,
she disappeared
she
after
is
the
in
Empire attacked
Imperial
us.
capital. Then we cannot save her until we topple the Empire.
Everyone, I think about everyone. Oh, not Felix. And I guess I'll talk to these nobodies.
I once saw the prince patting the head of an orphan from the monastery. Does this mean even that cruel man has some empathy in his heart? Was it just a random whim? Maybe my eyes just tricked me.
God, you guys have nothing better to say.
So, we're finally moving into enemy territory. We can expect the war to get even more intense from here on out. I'm really feeling the tension now. I have almost no experience with battles of this scale. Professor, I'll be grateful for your leadership on the battlefield. I know I can trust you.
Yeah, you're not getting deployed, lady. It's not by choice.
As powerful as our knights are, we're outnumbered by a long shot. This won't be easy. It's crazy to attempt this. I guess I'm crazy to go along with it.
I have a thought.
Thanks. I'm glad I asked you.
There's another random nobody, I'm not gonna bother. Let's cook. What to do again? Yay. Something I have plenty of ingredients for. Max HP, how much? +3, I guess. Ah.
You see...
Ah. I think I can just grind money now.
Be at peace. Be at peace. I don't expect forgiveness. A tragic end.
Yeah, I'm not bothering with the song anymore, because I don't think I
Be
need
at
it.
peace. I don't expect forgiveness. Let's keep our guard up. I had to protect. A tragic end. I don't expect forgiveness.
Cool. Just make sure I don't,
Welcome.
Yeah, I can't buy Master Seal from you. Okay,
Please come
so I got the
again.
only one I can get.
Hello there. This one, yes? This one, yes? Return soon, please.
I would like to... Always...
Let's change that goal. You need nothing but axes. Yeah, I guess I should have given her some hot spring time. God, getting her to an A is hard.
This... Of course.
Let's focus on S-plussing this stuff.
I have...
Still got quite a bit of game left, so yeah, I'm pretty sure anyone who has an S now can very comfortably get to S+ before the end of the game. May as well try for a nut, because she's not focusing on anything else but this at this point. Just start building up your supports.
I got a question.
I don't think there's much difference between Elmira and Foldland, but everyone else seems to think Elmira is completely different. Why is that? It's prejudice towards unknown places, nothing more. There's a long history option between two. I'm sure there's lots of differences.
You're probably right.
We will hand... I will report...
Interesting. I suppose it's working.
I get it.
Let's do that. Free lock. Let's do it next time. Okay, cool. So, I got everyone to the classes they're gonna end the game with. I think I have... know someone who has it. Who has it? Who has it? Who has it? Where is it? Oh. Yeah. Annette, you don't do that. You can take. What can you take? Critical ring, sure. Acknowledge him. You will take the March ring. Better than the shield for you. At least 5 movement will be better. Should have gave you a boot though. I don't even know who I gave the boot to. Who has unnatural movement? No, that's just because you had the boot +1. I gave a boot to someone. Wait, was it Manuela? Oh, it must have been Manuela. Yeah, she's moving 6 spaces turn. Okay, yeah, it was Manuela. Okay. Oh wait, now Gilbert can move 5 spaces. Well. Now I can move 5 spaces. Take a concoction or something. I feel like he's tanky enough with this, with his battalion. Though what abilities and skills we need to equip? Yeah, looks fine. Increases strength base, attack based on strength. Based on your defense, yeah, but your defense is not as high as your strength, so it doesn't matter. Alright, cool. Thanks for watching. Until next time. See ya.